Oh man, hold on. Let me shut. Let me shut this thing off. Give me one second. Give me one second. I think I should be good now. Sorry, I don't usually get out there late. It's early, I should say. I don't get out there early, so I'm a little kerfluffled. But we're gonna start again. Hey y'all, gravity. Any day above ground, well, any evening above ground living. Hope y'all had a fantastic day. I did because I got out of work early. But you know who didn't have a fantastic day? Bank of America users, customers as they call them. They didn't have a bad. Yes, they did. They had a bad day. You thought everything was chill, and then you start getting alerts on your phone talking about there's an outage, our app's not working, the website's not working, and you're saying to yourself, what the hell's going on? So apparently they had some outage with Bank of America where the app didn't work, the browser didn't work, the browser version didn't work, people couldn't take money out, and people found out that their accounts were saying zero. So we said, all right, let's look into it. And I was reminded this morning that I said something about BlackRock in them, and here we go. It's only the second day of the month. Let's get it. So if you have Bank of America, I would go look. Now, when I saw the story around 3:30, they said that customer complaints went down to 3,600, but I heard it was peaking over 100,000. So 100,000 might be the number for October, I guess, because if we remember, 100,000 was about the number of Verizon users that were experiencing outages on Monday. Ah, fun times. This world is fixing to end, but we'll make sure that you have all the information you need and won't need, as well as should be, Miss Nisi. But that's why I wanted to bring up this topic. Is BlackRock and Warren Buffett to blame? Now, as you know, we've highlighted on the channel. Excuse me. BlackRock has a significant stake in Bank of America. Essentially, they run Bank of America. Mm. And Warren Buffett also has a huge stake in Bank of America. And this was due to what happened in '08. And plus, Warren Buffett started dumping a whole lot of shares on the market. I might as well say they know something that we don't know because before that live ended this morning, I showed y'all that tweet. There's somebody said that BlackRock is prepared to lose $10 trillion in the dollar crash. 10 trillion. That's more than over 150 countries' GDP. Well, that's good, ST Johnson, that your app is working. A lot of people's apps weren't working, but that's good to know. Ah, they don't get it. Y'all worried about the worst stuff possible. Yes, yes, Miss Cece. Go back at the end of the stream we did this morning. 10 trillion wiped out, gone. ah, isn't the economics fun? Isn't politics so much fun? We told you, but Tater Man, we told you they would rather let the system burn than have it be equitable, just so they could say they were the last ones. But that's okay. The Most High provides. He's gonna watch out for us, those that are righteous. Speaking of righteous, maybe you know what? One day, maybe next week, we'll talk about Warren Buffett. Maybe we'll do it. Speaking of the Most High, whatever. We're just pretend we're in the vortex, family. Let's just pretend. You got the drop and everything. I got inundated with a whole bunch of comments regarding the Jesse Lee Peterson reaction that we did. I got a whole bunch of comments from folk talking about they took issue with the fact that I used AI to make the title of the live stream the way I did, telling me that it wasn't a debate. Okay, that means y'all don't know what a debate is. But okay, it was an interview. It clearly wasn't, but let you tell it. Y'all don't even know what an interview is anymore. But okay, yeah, Miss Easy, you can go look. Oh man, I tell you, George Bush II must pay for his crimes. People don't even know. They can't even differentiate the difference between an interview and a debate. They can't tell. They can't use the context clues given to them to understand what a debate is and what an interview is. That became a debate when Jesse Lee Peterson started to discount Islam. It became a debate when he started challenging Rizzo on everything he said. Jesse Lee Peterson, y'all swear up and down, is so good. The man didn't even do enough research in real time and before to understand that Rizzo was a Muslim from birth, which he told him this. He thought he was one of them converted Muslims. Like, the black folk that go to prison and become Muslim. That's what he thought he was. And even told, here we go. Free Palestine. Wonderful. Sell us Palestine, IAM. Don't block them. Sell us Palestine. Why we should say free Palestine. Sell it to us. Let's have fun tonight. I want to see this God-given intelligence that the Most High gave you. Tell us why Palestine should be free. I want to see something because I don't understand how y'all coming in here. We're not even talking about that, but okay, it's free Palestine. That's fine. Um, Somebody tried to tell me that I don't know how Jesse Lee Peterson runs his platform. Yet I've watched most of those episodes, and they all show up as a debate. He's never interviewed anybody on there. That's not his style. Okay, 1 million Arabs displaced just like slavery. Slavery did not displace people though. I think you're confused. When did slavery displace people? Educate black folks in here. And it was 1917. But you knew that. What was the name of it? Sir, ma'am, it. We don't discriminate. What was the name of the legislation? Tell us one time. And don't Google it. You should know this. Since you're typing this fast, you should know this off top. Let me, show me something. Once you do that, then tell me when the first United Nations was. Tell me where it was. Show me something. I'm gonna wait. But anyway, back to old Jesse Lee Peterson. We're not talking about 1948. I asked you a specific question. What was the name of the legislation they used to start the ball rolling, and where was the first United Nations? Don't Google it. You got 5 seconds, or you're gonna get blocked. One, two, three, four. Miss Nisi, you know what to do. Thank you so much, beloved. Back to Jesse Lee Peterson. He's had, what is it, over 200 of those fallen state debates. But he's doing interviews. I don't know somebody who interviews someone and decides to say, okay, family, remember what Jesse said, that what kind of man are you that you need a leader? Because he was trying to admonish Rizza for following the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. But then this is the same dude who sat up there all day and night for the last 8 years saying how Trump is going to lead the world into prosperity. He the one. But 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 Rizza following two men in their teachings, that's wrong. He's less of a man. But him following the white man is okay. All right. All right. I tell you, they can't even keep their gift. They can't even keep their grift straight. That was hilarious. But what I was saying is, how you gonna tell us that he's not debating this person when he's a Christian bringing on a Muslim? That already becomes a debate off top, right? He black and slow and don't see no racism, but you grew up in Alabama in the height of racism. Jesse damn near 75. He was a teenager during Jim Crow, and he about to tell us ain't no racism. This is the same man, family. I want you to understand this. This is the same man who saw the bigotry being thrown at Shahrazad Ali while he was following around New York for a week or two. What are we talking about? But there's no racism, right, Jesse? There's no racism. He does over 200 Fallen State episodes, and this man still can't understand why everybody does not like white people. He asks the same question and gets the similar answer damn near 175% of the time, and he don't get it. How can you hate white people? That's amazing. And nobody said they hate them, they just don't love white people. That's not hate. Some people just don't like white people. It's okay. There's some people that just don't like black people. It's okay. For him to say there's no racism, that would be like saying that this world has no biases. Hello, Shamika. I like how you wrote that 4 times. We saw you, beloved. Like y'all got to help me with that one. Jesse, somebody when you were holding your one of your services a few years back, you had somebody in there call you an N-word boy. That ain't no racism. You threw him out. Why didn't you keep him in there? Oh, family, I bet most of y'all didn't know that. Yeah. Jesse was conducting one of his Sunday services, and somebody in there tried to challenge him. He ain't like it. I don't know if he was trolling, but Jesse didn't like it too tough. Said he was being disruptive. He wanted him out. The guy was like, "Listen, I thought you were open to talk to anybody." And then as he was leaving, he called him N-word boy, and then he had him escorted out. I think Joel was part of the process. But there ain't no racism, right, Jesse? There ain't no racism. He just said a word. Oh, you gotta love it. Ain't no racism, right? Check this out, family. It says Jesse wants to tell everybody there's no racism. Your phone is acting weird. We got Verizon. It might be changing around the word. Yep. Remember that SG Johnson? He still got that up on his site. Somebody called in and said, it was a black guy too. He said he wanted him hanging from a tree. I said, wait, what? But y'all get me on topic. I remember, I remember when this white guy called in, right, and told Jesse about himself, and Jesse was sitting there laughing, and he called him a stupid N word, and whoever the call screener was at the time kicked him off. And Jesse thought he ran. He started playing the chicken dance song. All right, Jesse, there ain't no racism, right? So why were you, when you were talking to somebody and y'all were talking about why Christians speak in tongues? Because you said that wasn't very Christian like, and they were talking about how they do it in Islam as well. And you asked them to tell you how do they speak in tongues in Islam, and you had Joel play somebody yelling Allahu Akbar. But ain't no racism, right, Jesse? Ain't no racism. Let him tell it. That wasn't racist. Oh boy, man, I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do in this world after November 5th. I don't know. I know what we got. I know what we're gonna do. I know what the rest of them gonna do. I say you as a totality of the earth because we're very small, under 1%. Because these people, I'm starting to think a lot of them low key took that ascension. They took that Bell Bib DeVoe. Okay, Johnny Boy, what in tarnation? We not in Texas, so figure out your lingo. That boy saw shoeing and he hard gripping. He hard booting over there. President Trump, the greatest man on this side of heaven. Oh man, this is the YouTube. This is the best trolling you could send me. Yes, it smells like helicopter smoke. Yes, because the last time I went in my helicopter, I left these windows down. Yes, yes. Now, when I do load up the helicopter next time, I would love for you, as I'm taking off, to stand right next to it, and I'm going to tilt it forward just so you could smell the engine. Would you like a visual of what's going to happen? Watch the episode of ER when that one doctor got his arm cut off from the rotor. That's what's going to happen. That's the best they got. Your car smells like helicopter smoke. That where's the joke? At least make me laugh if you go on troll. Now I saw y'all got rid of him, but at least make me laugh if you go on troll me. That's the family. Y'all should have let him stay for another 2 minutes. I wanted to hear 2024. I wanted to hear that before we blocked him. Jeez, your car smells like helicopter smoke. Oh my God. I didn't realize. I'm not even near a helipad, but okay. Or a heliport. I don't even know where there's one here. But all right. Now, Shamika, now you're giving them way too much credit. Only high rollers go to them type of parties. Now, come on. And shout out to Diddy. He got 120 victims. Shout out to him. He can go to hell. Um, and Shamika, do you have Bank of America? If you do, go check your accounts. I want to make sure that your accounts are okay, beloved. They had a nice little outage today. People were saying their accounts were looking at zero. Insomnia. I don't do that. You don't want that insomnia. I had that one time on some drugs after surgery. Nah, you don't want that. Free Haiti and return their gold. Well, that's true. We'll let that one ride. Don't block them. Free Haiti. Even though we're not talking about Haiti, but we'll let it ride. Now, what is Haiti going to do in regards to the election? Now, that I want to know. Easy, Miss Niecy. Don't think about Chris. Hello, V Multi. Damn. I wish I could get these trolls when I do an actual live stream so we could have fun. I be getting them on the live in the car and I can't do nothing. Oh, Lord. I don't even know if they're white. It's just, no, that's what you get for graduating people who couldn't pass PE. This is what you get for passing folks when you got rid of a C and went ABDF. But you told us that a F is a F now is a fucking 65. No, a C is a 65. What? How is a C a 65? Okay. All right. Oh man. Y'all are making George Bush the second look like somebody that graduated with a bachelor's degree and a master's and a trade. No, that's just a D. That's not even a D plus. That's just a D. Pause. A D plus would be like a 66 to a 69. You know we old. But you know what? I can't really blame them. Them the folk that learned Common Core math. I can't even get mad at them. No, I'm not. Hey, no, honey, I'm not stopping for anything. No. My wife just texted me if you're stopping for something. Can I get something for the baby? I'm not. I'm going home to cook. She the same one telling me, hey, stop spending money outside. So I'm trying to do that. I bought food last night because I was hungry. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it every day. Sometimes I do. Leave me alone. Um, yeah. All right, I can turn this air off now. Um, mm, I hate new math. No, they went back to the old math. That Common Core math was BS. Oh, I love that night when we did that live with the two beautiful young ladies who figured out that new Pythagorean, and they try to use that. They try to community note them for that white boy, and we found out the white boy is the one that created Common Core. They got rid of it in 2 years, and then he had all these lawsuits. No, because they wanted them to get ahead of China and all them other countries that were kicking our ass in math. That's why they changed it, and it didn't work. They figured it was going to make kids pick up math a lot quicker, and it made them worse. Oh, by the way, I forgot who it was who mentioned. Oh, yes, was it? Yeah, Torian stream yesterday when somebody mentioned legacy admissions lawsuits. Beautiful, but that was from last year. But that's the next thing they're going after, legacy admissions. And I love how it stalled out. Yeah, go after them white boys. And that, yeah, we see how that worked. Yeah, you can knock it down for everybody. That's cool. You touching our legacies now. Now. You slow. How white people say it? You slow down there, Bucko. Don't you be lifting up your britches. Don't you be getting your boots full of mud. Oh wow, Ed Blum, you bastard, you. Oh, oh yes, the Asians shot themselves. Everybody went down, but they got their asses kicked. Only MIT gave them love. The rest of them said, "You go down with everybody else." Pause. Oh, so it was so beautiful. Spending a year and a half just documenting all that. It was beautiful because they didn't listen. It's all the Negroes taking our seats. Okay, all right. You think that, even though we're not the minority they want, but okay. If you ain't a white woman or an immigrant, they weren't touching you. But all right, we're taking your seats. How'd that work out? Y'all had you California Asians had to stay home. You couldn't go 3,000 miles away to go party on your parents' dime. Sucks to be you. Listen, I ain't got no tears and I ain't got no blood. Mm. Oh, Brooklyn Prophet. I know about them in Fordham and what the other one? Cornell. Oh, we know about them folk. Them folk were mighty quiet though. 'Cause they could play triple minority if they play it right. But I bet you that you seem new, but maybe you were around. I did a broadcast on that and I showed their numbers going down and they got pissed. Their numbers went down at Cornell. They got pissed. They were out there talking about they would go file lawsuits. Oh wow, gotta love it. Hey, FBA Queen. Hey, you give me $10. That's a blessing. I had my best month last month ever on YouTube. That was a beautiful blessing y'all gave me last month. I appreciate it. That was a beautiful blessing. You're gonna put that money to good use. Pay off some debts. Oh, where would you goddamn cars come from? Okay. Oh, 34 days, family, and then this whole saga of this election will be over. Yeah, I heard y'all love me even though I'm crazy. Motherfucker, motherfucker called me crazy this morning. I don't know how I feel about that, but that's true though. I am crazy. Mm. So what have we learned today? Um, BlackRock is going to crash the economy. Well, the banking sector, I should say. I shouldn't say the economy. Well, maybe. But the fastest way to do it is the banking sector. They did a test run today. The dock workers are still on strike. Jesse Lee Peterson is a full coon. People don't understand the difference between an interview and a debate. Somebody came in here and tried to tell me my car smelled like helicopter smoke. I don't know how. I didn't even know where the joke was in that. Um, Jesse don't understand racism, and yeah, how long you think the strike will last? If I had to guess, probably a week before the election. Somehow, some way, Biden's gonna come outside and shit's gonna start moving, which is gonna boost Kamami. They were going crazy in Costco yesterday. Wallow told me he couldn't get water. I bought my wife a case of water. But yeah, people were panicking at the pumps, which I don't know why. Oh, by the way, Biden and them had to go buy more oil because they gave away um they gave away a lot of the strategic reserves, so he had to go buy more. Yes, the union boss live in a mansion. He make almost $1 million, if not more. But he talking about we will cripple you. Okay, listen, being a longshoreman pays a lot of money, and you're in the union, and you get OT. You get crazy OT. I heard some of them be getting like $300 an hour overtime. I don't know about that. That's one of the things they were striking over, the fact that they wanted to bring in robots. So they're gonna go to weekend at Biden. Shit. I wouldn't be surprised if they told Biden to get down to Baltimore and go talk to Daggett straight up to his face with his old confused ass. Are they gonna get it? They're probably not gonna get that. I say they'll probably get about 60. Listen, after about a week of you looking at your kids and you ain't sure about your paycheck, they'll go to Daggett and tell him, listen, you better go figure something out. Oh yeah, the automation don't pay tax. Well, that's really why they want it though. You don't pay tax. You ain't got to pay labor tax. except the people that are running the system and checking it, make sure it don't go down. So now you could jack shit up more and make more profit. They ain't slick. And guess who has to pay for it? You, because the electric grid's gonna go up. Ah, the only good thing about this strike is it didn't happen in the springtime, because that's usually when they fill up everything that we run through in the winter. But yeah, I don't know. If I had a day off this week, I would have drove the 3 hours and drove to Savannah and see if I could go talk to him. You gonna turn or what? Ain't nobody come. Will you fucking turn? Oh Jesus! Look at this family. Look, this fucker right in front of me. This fucker was trying to turn in there, and he don't want to turn. Now he driving hella slow. If he don't turn here, I'm overtaking him. You better turn. You better turn. That's right, asshole. Oh Jesus. Sorry about that. Anyway, let's see. I think states are pass for going to pass law that say you can only automate like 25%. That they never passed that. That's not on. Mm-mm. States don't have the authority to do that. That was like, I'll say it like this. It's kind of like when New York tried to pass that Excelsior law. We'll let you go to school for free, but you got to stay in the state for 10 years, or you got to pay your tuition back. That's dumb. You're handcuffing people to a state they might not want to stay in. What if their job that they get to tells them, "Hey, we want to move you out to the new office in Miami, and it's double the pay. You're gonna turn that down so you can stay in New York? Hell no. But you got to pay your tuition. They promoted that for a year, and then it just went away, and they were damn happy about it too. So I don't see the states don't have that kind of authority. Plus, they don't have the kind of money to back something like that. Nobody's gonna go for that because we know how they can manipulate small percentages like that. I don't see it working. Like exactly. Okay, let's explore that. You got me curious. So, what industries are you're gonna tell them? So, what industries are we talking about? Because you're gonna have to build more server space to run those machines. That's land. But let's just say your plan goes into place, your law comes into place. What industries are going to be regulated under that 25%? And even if you automated 25%, you still got to have somebody running it. So you're using more resources for the same job. I don't think that's productive. We're not in the era where we have an overabundance of resources. I'm just asking a question. But you got me curious. So how you expect the states to make it and lost revenue to put people to work? The reason you have so much lost revenue is because these motherfuckers don't want to put anybody to work. You got to fix the economy. You got to fix this. You got to fix the supply chain. They know that. They just won't do it. Well, listen, they've already raised property taxes. They do it every year. But my thing is this: you gotta fix the economy. Automating it is not going to fix it. The problem with the economy is it's not balanced. I'm not saying all machines are bad. I'm just saying they're trying to automate shit where it doesn't need to be automated. Tell me this: why the hell does Amazon need drones to go drop off your packages? That's fine. You could defund state prisons. That's fine. But here's the thing: a lot of that is private money. So you're basically now going into an area where you're telling private businesses and private investors they can't invest. That's not going to work. But here's the thing, right? You're right, Brooklyn Profit. They are automated on their ports. Here's the problem though: they're lacking in other areas. Their infrastructure is crumbling. They just don't like telling people that. Their bridges are collapsing every day. Their skyscrapers are woefully um un, out of code. It is what it is. The only reason why China is number two, or in some cases number one right now, is because they can push out product. That's about it. They can make $2 where the US is struggling to make one. In a day they can make $48 where the US is struggling to make maybe 10. But even you look up financial experts and economic experts, they'll tell you that's not sustainable. Correct. But again, you have a small amount of those jobs now since they want to automate everything, and a lot of those people don't want to retire or can't retire, so they're not there yet. And then when they do retire, they switch them into what? Computers. You gotta again, you gotta balance the system, but you know they don't want to do that. A computer is not gonna a computer is not gonna tell you how to offload tankers and offload shipping barges with efficiency, where to go. It's got to be balanced. You need humans, you need computers. That's the only way the system gonna work. We play that game, then we might as well automate Congress. I don't know if y'all want to do that, but that's a good. I appreciate. I'm going to go cook. So I will see y'all when I see y'all. Take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence. Yes, I said automate Congress. Who wouldn't want to see AOC seat being automated? A programmed idiot versus a regular idiot that won't risk an Amazon contract because they couldn't do a 5 minute Google search. But then again, she didn't have AI back then when she screwed up the deal. AI would have told her that's a good thing. Well, if her district gets worse in the next 2 weeks, she's gonna have an uphill battle. But it's New York, so we don't know. Anyway, y'all know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your existence.